have so-called rules for yourself when going out on a date. You know, like don't bring up your ex, or the third date rule. Do you know that one? I didn't know that one until my team told me that. Okay, so I'm not the only one. For me, back when I was single, I had an unwritten rule for myself, which was that if I was gonna date you, you had to meet my friends early on. That was my rule, because if you can't survive my friends, you can't survive me. That was the rules. Well, my next guest, Eli Rallo, a writer from New York, went viral after she posted a video on TikTok with her list of rules for a first date. It's not just one or two, she got 15. Here are just a few of them.
My rules for a first date. Number 1, the most elite first date day is a Thursday. Now, why? On a Thursday, you can say to somebody, what are your plans for Saturday? And then you can go out with them on a Saturday or get Sunday brunch. It's the perfect closeness to the weekend where you could make plans for a second date before Monday, and then you know how you feel about them before the new week starts. Number 4, you do not need to be texting a person all day, every day before you go on a first date with them. You don't know them, don't become a pen pal before. What are you gonna order if you're having drinks? You're gonna get a spicy, sexy margarita. That's basically just a spicy, skinny margarita, but better. And if you're eating food, definitely share, because it just makes everybody feel more comfortable. And when the bill comes, just look at it like you've never seen that in your life, okay? He can pay for you.
Please welcome Eli Rallo to the show. Oh my God. Did you have any idea you'd go viral when you posted that?
No, and it like totally changed my life too. Like I thought it was funny, but I think I'm funny, so of course. But I had no idea that like I would be sitting here because of that.
These are all real rules, or was this put together for social media?
I think a combination. I love a list. I'm a writer, and I'm also an anxious person, so it helps me to like compartmentalize and plan. But of course, like everything on social media is a slight bit of hyperbole, so we added a dash of energy in there just for fun.
Okay, I want to get to some of these and have you explain. Rule number 4, you say, don't become a pen pal.
Yeah. I think, so for me, it's like, why would you text someone that you've never met before, like all day, every day before you meet them? Then what are you going to talk about when you're like sitting across from them at a table, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
I like that, Okay, rule number 9 is about the third date rule. I don't know what the third date rule is.
So this is an interesting one. It's you don't add their phone number into your phone until the third date, because hear me out.
Okay.
Your contacts, like, that takes up real estate in your phone. We only have enough iCloud. We only have enough gigabytes. Like, you do not need to be putting a man's number or a person's number in your phone if they don't deserve to be there.
You gotta earn that bandwidth.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Eli, you're really making me laugh out loud here. Light manipulative tactics. That's rule 10. What are light manipulative tactics?
So everybody knows the whole hard to get thing, and I typically don't subscribe to games because I think it can be really toxic and immature, but there's like psychology behind playing hard to get. And basically, to break it down, men and women fall in love in many different ways. So men fall in love through action, like taking you out on dates, physically going to do something with you, and in the time spent apart from you when they think about you. And women fall in love through intimacy and deep conversations.
Yeah.
So if you know that, you'll stop confusing intimacy and having deep conversations for the way to get somebody's heart.
Oh.
And instead, you can set it up so that you have like the best first date ever. You give them a hug, maybe make plans for another time, and then you leave and you give them the opportunity to think about you.
Right, yeah, you leave them wanting more.
Yeah.
Okay,
Basically
all right.
that.
Okay. You're awesome.
Thank you.
You have rule number 11, you say light comedic trauma story. What is a light comedic trauma story?
So you know, like when you first meet someone, you don't want to come on too strong and be like, here's all my baggage, like here's the trauma.
Right.
But you kind of want to give them a taste of what they might get, like an appetizer, like here's an appetizer. Here's what could be in store for you without giving it all away.
So give me an example of a light traumatic comedic story.
So you could tell a story of like the reason that you were bullied when you were 8 years old, like, and make it funny without expressing like all of the stuff that came after that, you know?
All the therapy sessions, you want to ease into that.
You don't need to talk about like, well, then my psychiatrist said, but you can.
Okay, you know, before the show, we asked some of our Tam fam in the audience to tell us their first date rules. Here are a couple that we got. Mercedes from Dallas, Texas said, don't waste my time in any way I can't get back.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I like that.
That's, woo,
That's
Mercedes.
a good one.
Edith from New York City said, I would order a second drink depending on the vibe and his teeth. Oh, God.
Okay, like, we all get like pet peeves, like maybe dental hygiene is big.
I mean, but okay, People say that when you make a list, you make rules, you are limiting yourself because you may be eliminating the person who's the right one for you.
So I definitely see that, but I think what's fun about a list of rules is that it's not like a structured, strict thing where it's like you have to do all of them. It's more so just a way to like kind of elevate the experience because dating can be awkward and uncomfortable, anxiety-inducing, stressful. Like, what if we just took all of that away and made it like a fun little game? Then all of a sudden you're in control, you feel confident, sexy.
Are you still dating? What's the status here?
Yeah, so I, used these rules for quite a long time. And then I got into a relationship, but I was using them. And he obviously knows about it now.
I love it. You are amazing. Thank you so much. The rules to live by.